Hi, everyone, and a pleasant good afternoon to you wherever you may be. We are back at Ty-Color Field this afternoon as the Fort Scott Greyhounds get ready to play the KCK Blue Devils here this afternoon, and we are underway. First pitch is in there for a strike. To the leadoff batter, Sydney Becker. She's playing second base today for the Blue Devils. And now it's 0-2. O2 pitch is popped up and foul out of play. So the count remains 0-2. Fly ball out towards right field. Coming in and making the play is Hallie Hance, and that's out number one. So now Chloe Dawes will hit. First pitch to her is fouled off, 0-1. Oh, 1 is outside. And now the 0-2 is swung through and missed. 1-2. We'll get you your starting lineups here in just a moment. Natalia Sewell, of course, the starting pitcher for the Greyhounds here in Game 1. Delivers ball 2 there. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Chloe Dawes. 2-2 pitch. That's ripped into left center field. It's going to get down against the wall. Rounding first, heading for second. Here comes the throw. It's not in time, and it'll be a one-out double for Dawes. And now a ball popped up just back of second base. And nice job to catch that ball by Katie Thompson. She came in. And a swing and a miss. The first pitch to Adriana Smith. She is the catcher today for KCK. And 2 strikes. O2 pitch. A little bit low. Nice block by the Greyhound catcher, Jesse Comstock, Fort Scott native. And now a foul ball. Smith so far this season hitting .352, 32 runs, 6 homers, 45 RBIs. This one tapped out in front of the plate. Nice job by Jesse to make the play at first, and that will retire the side here in the top of the first inning. So at the end of half an inning, or for KCK in the top of the first, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. At the end of half an inning, it's the Blue Devils 0 and the Greyhounds coming up. Your starting lineup for the Greyhounds this afternoon: Grace Pingle will bat first. She's in left field today for the Hounds. Peyton Rivas bats second and plays second. Hitting third is Julia Paisley. She's at shortstop today. Hallie Hance bats fourth. She's in right field for the Greyhounds. Caroline Wilhelm is hitting in the 5-hole. She's at third base today. Maricela Landa is back at first. She's hitting sixth. Hitting seventh is Katie Thompson. She's in center field today for the Greyhounds. Jessie Comstock, we mentioned, Fort Scott native. She is going to be, if she's behind the plate starting today, and batting eighth and hitting ninth is a designated player, Cassidy Crockett. Of course, Natalia Sewell on the mound, or in the circle, for the Greyhounds this afternoon. As we head to the bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher for KCK today is Alyssa Drogi, and she delivers first pitch. It's a little bit low. 1-0 the count. That pitch slipped out of her hand, it looked like. Went back to the backstop. So 2 balls and no strikes. Drogi so far this season, 29 appearances, 22 starts. She's got a 14-2 record, 3.57 ERA and 137 and a third innings pitched. She's given up 140 hits, 85 runs, 70 of them have been earned. She's walked 42, struck out 145. She and Hannah Ackrey have been the 2 most used pitchers for KCK this season. There's a ball lined towards first, off the first baseman's glove, and they will not be able to make the play on Pingle at first. It was a tough play for the first baseman, McKenna Lester. First pitch is a bunt, and safe. So Peyton Rivas beats out the play. And now time called. As the head coach, Lane Ross, heads out to meet with her infield here. So now with runners on first and second, it's Julia Paisley stepping up. She's the shortstop today for the Greyhounds. She'll try to bunt. It's bunted, and it's, oh my goodness.
That was a foul ball, wasn't it?
The ball was touched by the catcher in the batter's box. I thought that should have been a foul ball, but they called it fair.
Yeah, she's safe because they didn't tag her at second. It wasn't a force anymore.
Right.
So they get the out at first. Some confusion. Maybe it was touched in the air, and I just didn't notice that.
Now batting number
run scores. So Grace Pingle scores. Now Hallie Hance bats with nobody on base. Try to get that sorted out. First pitch in there. First pitch missed. Now a strike. 1-1 to count. Now 2-1. Here's the pitch. This one's fouled off left side. Now 3-2 the count. Here is the windup and the 3-2 pitch. This one's fouled off again by Hance. And a line drive caught by the third baseman for out number 3. So that'll finish off the first inning. Greyhounds do get the first run of the game, though. They lead it 1-0 over KCK. We'll take a short break, come back with the second in just a moment. This is Fort Scott Greyhounds softball on Duckbait TV. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Force, yeah.
So as we head to the second inning here, first pitch is lined out towards center field. That's going to get down and in there for a base hit. So Savannah Short, the third baseman, leads off the second with a line drive single to center field. And now the first pitch to Anika Smith is swung through and missed. Bunt foul. And the count goes to 0-2. Starting lineup, I don't think I went through this for KCK today. Sydney Becker hitting first. She's at second base. Chloe Dawes is the right fielder, batting second. Hitting third is McKenna Lester. She's at first base as the count goes to 1-2 on the batter Smith. Adriana Smith is cleaning things up. She's the catcher today. Savannah Short is batting fifth, playing third. And a swing and a miss at the plate for a strikeout. Hitting sixth, of course, Anika Smith, the left fielder. She just struck out. J.C. Long up next. Hitting in the 7-hole. She's at short today. Kylie Vandervoort is in center field, batting eighth. And batting ninth for KCK is Gabrielle King. She is the designated player here in game number 1. First pitch to J.C. Long is a little bit high, 1-0. That one's in there for a strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike now. The windup in the 1-1 pitch. That one's a little bit low. Natalia's had a great season for the Greyhounds. Give you her stat line in just a moment. That pitch does catch the outside corner. Natalia so far has appeared in 28 games. She's started 23 of them. She's 18-6. All of those team leading stats at the moment. That pitch is high. Count goes full now to the Blue Devil shortstop. 3-2 on the way. This one's hit out towards center field. Coming over is Katie Thompson. She'll make the play, and that's out number 2. So that'll keep the runner at first as well. Savannah Short, the leadoff single. She has not moved from that bag at first. Now 2 outs in the inning. Ground ball towards the left side. Picked by the shortstop Paisley over to first and not in time. A little bit of a slow roller towards short there. So now Gabrielle King, the number 9 hole hitter, will bat. First pitch is swung through and missed. Again, back to Sewell. 28 appearances, 23 starts, 18-6 record. She does have 1 save, a 1.90 ERA, 140 innings pitched. She's given up 118 hits, 62 runs, only 38 have been earned. 36 walks, 175 strikeouts. So she has had a great season for the Greyhounds, hoping to keep that going here. That one misses the strike zone. 2-1-1. Now the count on the batter King. Here's the pitch. This one's hit out towards left center. That's going to get down for a hit and scoot all the way to the wall. Here comes 1 run. Here comes the 2nd run. The throw was cut off, and it is a 2-run double for Gabrielle King. So now KCK takes a 2-1 lead with 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd inning. And we're back to Sydney Becker, the leadoff batter. Pitch is high. I believe it's 2-0 now. Grounder, left side. Another good stop by Paisley, this time in time across the diamond. And that will retire KCK here in the inning. Blue Devils do get 2 runs on 3 hits. And they leave a runner. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd in just a few moments. It's 2-1 KCK over the Fort Scott Greyhounds. This is Duckbait TV. You're watching Greyhound softball. So leading off the bottom of the second, for the Greyhounds is Caroline Wilhelm. And she takes a first pitch strike. Caroline so far this season leading the team with a .436 average, 40 runs, scored, 13 home runs, and 51 RBIs, and she keeps it going with a base hit there. Now Maricela Landa bats for the Hounds. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. That one just off the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Landa hitting .391 so far this season. 12 homers, 41 RBIs. Has walked 13 times, struck out 9. Looking to keep this inning alive here, or going for the Greyhounds here. Hopefully a rally here. This one's hit off the end of the bat towards right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Nice job by Chloe Dawes to get it in quickly, but it is a single for Landa, and Wilhelm moves on to second base, so runners on first and second. With nobody out for the Greyhounds. And that's bunted up in the air, and it is caught by KCK. So tough luck for Katie Thompson. Now Jessie Comstock steps to the plate. Comstock so far this season hitting just .125. Not a lot of at-bats for her so far this year, though. Here's the first pitch to her. That one catches the zone, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way to Comstock. That one is taken high. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 2 on for the Greyhounds here in the bottom of the second inning. Runners go. A runner down to third. Throw down to third is not in time. So Wilhelm with the stolen base. And now Landa moved up to second as well, so runners at second and third now for the Greyhounds. Two-one pitch in there for a strike. The count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jessie Comstock. The wind and the 2-2. And it swung through and missed. A strikeout at the plate. Tough luck for Jessie in that at bat. Here comes Cassidy Crockett. She is the designated player today. Crockett hitting .271 on the season. Still looking for a first home run, but does have 4 RBI. Hopefully she can get a couple more here. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one catches the zone. 0-2. Greyhounds today in all white, including the helmets. The Blue Devils, the KCK Blue Devils, looking a little bit more like the Duke Blue Devils with the all-black uniforms. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one's hammered foul down the third base line, just barely foul. So everybody will retreat, and we'll do it again. Nothing into the count on Cassidy Crockett. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Swung through and missed. Looked like some high heat that time. Greyhounds get the first two batters on in the bottom of the second inning, but can't score. Strain them at second and third. We'll go to the third inning in just a few moments. This is Greyhound softball on Duck Bay TV. Leading off the top of the third for the Blue Devils will be Chloe Dawes. She'll be followed by McKenna Lester and Adriana Smith. Due up here in the third. First pitch to Dawes is in there for a strike. She is 1 for 1. She doubled back in the first inning. And a swing and a miss there for strike 2. She doubled in the first, but was stranded at second by the Greyhounds. That one's foul tipped. Count remains 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. That one's a little bit high from Sewell. Count goes to 1-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's a little bit low. Greyhounds, of course, would love to win both of these games today. It's going to be tough. Both of these teams come in at 15-5 in the conference. Jam-packed Jayhawk Conference on the softball side. Count goes to 3-2 now. Here is the payoff pitch. A little bit low, looks like. So a walk there. And that will bring McKenna Lester to the plate. Lester 0 for 1. She flied out to center back in the first inning. First pitch. Like it was running away from the batter, but swung on and missed. This one's popped up. Coming in is center fielder Thompson. She'll make the play, and that's out number 1. First pitch here to Adriana Smith. Sit out towards left field. And Grace Pingle able to make the play out there. So back-to-back flyouts on back-to-back pitches. Chloe Dawes stays at first. And now here's Savannah Short. She singled to lead off the second, scored the first Blue Devil run today. First pitch is in there for a strike. Now the 0-1. This one's fouled off right side. 0-2 the count. Sewell looking to get out of this inning unscathed. Here's the wind and the 0-2 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is fouled at the plate. Oh, 2. Runner goes again, and a swing and a miss. And a strikeout at the plate ends the inning. So no runs for the Blue Devils in the top of the third. They leave a runner, and we'll head to the bottom of the third in just a few moments. This is Greyhound Softball on Duckbait TV. Thanks for watching today. So back to the top of the order for the Greyhounds here in the bottom of the third. Grace Pingle will lead things off. She had a base hit her first time. Foul ball on the first pitch here. That was a line drive. Could have gone either way, hit or an error. But line drive to McKenna Lester at first. It was high. She had to jump for it and bounced off her glove. So we'll give Grace the benefit of the doubt here at Ty Kohler Field. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one swung through and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes as we play in the bottom of the third inning. 2 runs on 4 hits for KCK. 1 run on 4 hits for Fort Scott. This one's fouled back to the screen. One ball and 2 strikes. Here is the wind and the pitch. Another foul ball. Great job by Pingle staying alive. One, 2 on the way. Couldn't hold up. To drop third strike, so they'll have to complete it at first. They do. Now Peyton Rivas bats. First pitch to Peyton is fouled off out of play. Peyton so far, 1 for 1. She had a bunt single back in the first. Greyhounds had the first 2 batters of the game reach. We're only able to get 1 run out of it, but a good start to the inning for sure. Now 0-2 the count. Fort Scott can come up with a pair of wins today. They will take the 3rd seed at the conference tournament next week. This pitch is fouled back and out of play. 0-2. Sun beginning to shine very brightly here at Ty-Kohler Field. This one's fouled out of play. Very welcoming sight. The forecast earlier in the week did not paint a very pretty picture for the weather today, but so far, so good. And we hope that continues. Ground ball right side, picked by the second baseman Becker. She gets it over to first in time for the out. So that's out number 2. First pitch to Julia Paisley. Misses the zone, 1-0. That one catches the zone. So it's 1-1. Paisley grounded out her first time. This one's fouled back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 3rd. Greyhounds trail the Blue Devils of Kansas City, Kansas Community College 2-1. Pitch was a little bit low that time from Alyssa Droege. Here's the 2-2. This one is fouled off right side and will not be caught. It didn't quite get all the way out of play, but wasn't caught. Chloe Dodds gave chase but couldn't get there. And the count remains 2-2. Here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Foul back to the screen again. Great job by Paisley to stay alive. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball that just missed high. That'll fill the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Like she pulled the string on that pitch, but a little bit too high. Here's the 3-2. This one's fouled back again. So good job so far by Paisley. Next pitch will be the 9th of the at-bat. Here's the wind and the payoff. Another foul ball. So we've gotten to double digits on pitches here in this at-bat. Great at-bat from Paisley. We'll see if she can get a base hit, keep this inning going for the Greyhounds. They trail 2-1. The wind and the 3-2 by Droege, and that one's poked out towards left field. It is gone! Not sure if the wind would hold it up just a little bit, but it is out of here for Julia Paisley. And that'll tie the game. Home run number 5, RBI number 36 for Julia, and we are tied at 2. First pitch here. This one's fouled off left side from Hallie Hance, just outside the line. To the count 0-1. Here's the pitch. This one's fouled into the screen. Nothing to two. The count to Hance. Ground ball, right side, and going to be picked up by the first baseman over to the bag, and that will be the final out of the inning, and that'll get Greyhounds out of the third. But a home run by Julia Paisley ties this game up, and that's where we sit as we head to the fourth, tied at 2. You're watching Greyhound softball on Duck Bay TV. So Annika Smith leads off the fourth for the Blue Devils. First pitch here is outside by Sewell. This one's roped into center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Nice job to cut it off by Katie Thompson. She doesn't move as quickly as she does there. That gets to the wall and might have been a double, but a great job to cut it off and holding Annika Smith to a single. And now that brings JC Long back to the plate. She'll try to bunt. Nice job by Sewell. It went right back to her. She got the ball over to Rivas covering first base. And that's out number 1. This one's hit to short, over across the diamond, and it is in time. Annika Smith will move up on the throw. And the first pitch in this at bat to Gabrielle King is in there for a strike. Now she'll ground it to the right side, rather. It's knocked down, but Peyton can't make a play on it. The run scores and gives the Blue Devils the lead back. First pitch, ground ball to short, and they'll get the force out at second to end the inning. But another run scores here for KCK. They take a 3-2 lead to the bottom of the fourth. So leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Greyhounds is Caroline Wilhelm. She is 1 for 1, had a single in her first plate appearance. She led off the second with a single. First pitch here misses. Now this one's fouled off to the right side. Here's the pitch. Swung through and missed, so a strikeout there. First pitch must have been a strike. And now Lambda back there to the plate. Like a drop ball that drops in there for a strike. Lambda singled. And now rips one into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. Right in front of the left fielder, Annika Smith. The top spin on that one, it looked like, has just kind of died. It was on its way on a line drive, just kind of died right in front of Smith there and falls in for a hit. So now Thompson back up to the plate. First pitch to Katie, who swung through and missed. Here's the pitch. That one misses high, 1-1. Swung and missed. Throw it back to first. It gets away from the first baseman. Down to second goes Lambda. And Lambda will end up in scoring position now. Pop up right side, going to be taken by the first baseman. So now 2 outs. And the first pitch to Jesse Comstock is in there for a strike. And now 0-2. Three to 2 is your score. Here's the wind and the pitch. Foul back and out of play. Araceli Landa with a single. She's out at second base right now. And Jesse Comstock swings through high heat and strikes out to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base for the Greyhounds in the bottom of the fourth. We'll head to the fifth in just a few moments. This is Fort Scott Greyhounds softball on Duckbait TV. So Chloe Dawes will lead off the fifth for KCK. First pitch. Misses the strike zone. Dawes so far has a double and a walk in this game, so officially 1 for 1. Fouls that pitch off at the plate. Greyhounds, if they get a sweep here today, they will end up with the 3 seed at the postseason tournament next week. Swing and a miss. At the plate. Now the 1-2 is fouled back. Fort Scott gets the win in both games today. They will be tied with Cali. Of course, they swept Cali head-to-head just a week or two ago. So they would take the 3 seed if they split the head-to-head today. They would be the 4 seed. There's a fly ball to left field taken by Grace Pingle for out number 1. Now McKenna Lester back to the plate. First pitch to Lester is in there for a strike. Lester 0 for 2. She's flied out both times. Flied out to center field both times. One ball and 1 strike now. It's lefty on lefty matchup. Here's the pitch. Hammered right back up the middle. And that'll be a single. Time call. Looks like we're going to get change here. First pitch to Adriana Smith is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. First pitch here to Savannah Short is in there for a strike. Now 1-1. Ground ball back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Sarah Portella is the courtesy runner. Out at second now. Came in for McKenna Lester. And now swinging a miss at the plate by Annika Smith. And it's 1-2. 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the 5th inning. 3-2. KCK with the lead over Fort Scott. Here's the wind and the pitch. High and tight. That'll fill the count. Deuces Wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. This one's hit down the left field line and out of play. Foul ball. Two-two pitch from Sewell. A little bit high again. 3-2 now. Natalia trying to dig deep here. Pitch. Grounded. Left side. Picked by the third base or shortstop. They tried to get the force at third and it didn't work. Now timeout will be called as the bases are now loaded. The bases will be loaded now. Still 2 outs in the inning though, so still great opportunity for the Greyhounds to get out of this without any damage. Got to dig deep here. Now J.C. Long, who's 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch high. She is flied out and had a sacrifice bunt in this game, so 2 plate appearances. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Three runs on 8 hits so far for the Blue Devils. 2 runs on 6 hits for the Greyhounds. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Here's the 1-1. A little bit low. Two one on the way. This one's popped up on the infield. Sewell coming in. She'll make the play, and that will retire the Blue Devils in the inning. So they load the bases, but they can't score. And Fort Scott will still be trailing by 1 heading to the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-2 KCK leading the Greyhounds. This is Greyhound softball on Duckbait TV. So Cassidy Crockett will lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Greyhounds. He takes first pitch outside. So far, Cassidy has struck out swinging. That's her only at bat so far, 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate. That one misses. 2-1. That one catches the zone. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count to Cassidy Crockett, the number 9 batter in the order for the Greyhounds. Designated player today. Only taken off the outside corner, 3-2 now the count. Greyhounds trying to get a rally started here in the bottom of the 5th. Running out of outs at this point. Here's the 3-2. That one slammed foul. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one's hit out towards center field, but coming in and making the play is Vandervoort. And the first pitch to Grace Pingle is swung on and missed. She is 1 for 2 so far today. She is singled and struck out. And another strikeout. So 2 outs now. First pitch to Peyton Rivas is fouled back to the screen. Peyton so far 1 for 2. She reached on a bunt single back in the first. Also grounded out to second. The 0-1 pitch on the way. A little bit low. So 1-1 now the count. The Region 6 Division II Softball Championship starts May 8th next week. At Lake Shawnee Softball Complex in Topeka, and the Greyhounds will be there hoping for the best seed possible. Here's the 1-2. This one's popped up. Foul territory, and that'll be out of play. Again, if the Greyhounds sweep this doubleheader today, They will take the 3 seed at the region tournament next week, based on a tiebreaker with Cali. If they split the 2 games today, they'll end up in the 4th seed. In the double elimination tournament that starts next week. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Foul tip into the mitt. And that will be another strikeout. So a tough 5th inning there for the Greyhounds. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We'll go to the 6th in just a few moments. The Greyhounds still trail 3-2 to KCK. This is Greyhound Softball on Duckbait TV. So leading off the top of the 6th for the Blue Devils will be Kylie Vandervoort. She is 1 for 2 so far today. Singled on a ground ball to short, beat out the throw to first, and then was retired on a grounder to Julia Paisley at short. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. This one sit out to a little flare. It's going to get down for a base hit. So now Gabrielle King steps in. She's the designated player, hitting 9th today for KCK, at least here in the first game. First pitch in there for a strike. And now 1-1. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. 2 balls and 1 strike. This one's bunted foul. The count evens at 2-2. Two-two pitch outside, and the count goes full. Three-two on the way. Low and a walk. Now the Blue Devils hunting a rally as they've got runners on first and second with nobody out, and Sydney Becker back to the plate. She's 0 for 3 so far today. Takes a first pitch strike. She's flied out, grounded out, and reached on a fielder's choice. 0-1. Bunted towards first. Landa's got it over to Peyton covering first, and that's out number 1. Both runners will move up a base, however. So Chloe Dodds back up there now for KCK. Here's the first pitch to her in this at-bat. It's fouled off left side. Will stay in play, but a little bit out of the reach of Grace Pingle down there. So 0-1 the count. Dawes is officially 1 for 2. She's doubled and walked in this game. Takes a pitch outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 2 on. Top of the 6th. KCK Blue Devils leading the Fort Scott Greyhounds 3-2, and there's a foul tip strike. Count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. Outside. Two on the way. Grounded first. Landa's got it. She'll throw to the plate, and that'll keep the runner at third. Kylie Vandervoort tried a delay run there. Now there seems to be some question from the KCK coaching staff. Landa, I thought, pretty clearly picked that ball, went and tagged the base at first, and then threw home. Are they asking about interference? I'm not sure what the KCK coaches are asking for. So now 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Went in there for a strike. McKenna Lester. 1 for 3 so far today. Now pitch outside. So the count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. Greyhounds still trailing by 1. That one in there for a strike. Wow. Nice frame job by Jesse Comstock as Greyhounds trying to get through the inning. Here's the pitch. That one inside. Now the 2-2. That one's hit deep out towards right field. That's going to get against the wall. 2 runs are going to score for the Blue Devils. Into second base with a double is Lester. So 2 runs score, and now it is 5-2. Ground ball to third, knocked down, throw across the diamond is not in time, and it gets away from Landa. Another run will score for the Blue Devils. Line drive right to Landa, and she'll make the catch at first base, and that ends the inning. Came a couple batters too late, though, unfortunately, for the Greyhounds, as KCK scores 3, and they now lead at 6-2 over Fort Scott after 5.5. Julia Paisley leads off the bottom of the 6th for the Greyhounds. First pitch outside. Julia so far 1 for 2. Does have a home run. A big run back in the 3rd for the Greyhounds. It tied the game at 2 when it happened. Since then, KCK's gotten 1 run in the 4th and 3 more in the 6th, lead at 6-2. This one's popped up on the infield. Coming over in a collision, the ball drops. The shortstop Long and the first baseman Lester both calling for it at the same time. They couldn't hear each other, and they ran into each other. Not sure why the first baseman ran all the way over towards the behind the circle, but actually a collision in that area happens between the second baseman and the shortstop, not the first baseman and shortstop. And now Long is a little bit banged up. May have gotten the wind knocked out of her a little bit. So Julia is at first. Still giving Long time to catch her breath here. Now it looks like we're ready to go. Here's the pitch. This one's fouled off left side towards the KCK dugout there by Hallie Hance. Hallie so far 0 for 2. She's lined out and grounded out. The pitch outside, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one is hit foul down the left field line. One-two pitch on the way. Snap throw to first is not in time. The pitch was high, so that'll even the count. Two-two on the way. Swung through and missed. Looked like a fastball up. And now Wilhelm. This pitch fouled off. Oh and 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's hit out towards right field. Going back on it is Dawes, and she'll make the play. And that's out number 2. Now Maricela Landa will step in. Landa so far 2 for 2 with a pair of singles in this game today. First pitch low, swung on and missed though. Landa fooled on that one just a little bit. There's the wind and the 0-1. Fouled off right side. So quickly, 0-2. Fort Scott got their leadoff batter on Paisley. But she is still at first with 2 outs now. And an 0-2 count on the batter. This one hit down the right field line. Stay fair. It does! Paisley rounds second, heading to third. Throw comes into second, and it is a double for Landa. Paisley holds up at third. And now runners on second and third with 2 outs here for the Greyhounds. Now Katie Thompson takes a first pitch strike. Oh, 1 is a little high. One ball, 1 strike. To the Greyhounds center fielder. And that one's fouled back to the screen, so it'll be 1-2. Thompson 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. One-two pitch. Oh, that got her in the elbow. So that'll load the bases. And now Jesse Comstock comes to the play. Looks like we will have a pinch hitter for Jesse, though. So Avery Ragsdale. Will be the pinch hitter. Big spot for the Greyhounds here. Tying run at the plate. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. First pitch in there for a strike. Avery hitting .369 with 5 home runs and 32 RBIs coming into the weekend. First pitch. Or excuse me, second pitch catches the zone, 0-2. Ragsdale just hoping to get a base hit, keep the line moving here. A pitch outside, but swung and missed anyway, and it's a strikeout. So no runs for the Greyhounds in the 6th. Got a hit, an error, and left 3. We'll go to the 7th. 6-2, KCK over the Greyhounds here in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. So Avery Ragsdale will stay in to catch here for the Greyhounds as we go to the 7th inning. And this one's poked into left center field. It's going to get it down against the wall. Throw into second is in time. So Annika Smith trying to stretch a single into a double is hosed by Katie Thompson. So that is out number 1 of this 7th inning, and hopefully that's a good omen for the Greyhounds here. 0-2 pitch now is swung on and missed by the batter, J.C. Long. So she strikes out, and now there's 2 outs. Greyhounds will have some work to do. But they'll have the right part of the order coming up to do it. In the bottom of the 7th, first pitch is high to Vandervoort, who is 2 for 3 so far today. Cassidy Crockett will lead things off for the Greyhounds in the bottom of the 7th, but then back to the top of the order, Grace Pingle, Peyton Rivas. And then Julia Paisley, who's already got a home run today. If they can get to her. Pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two one on the way. This one's popped up, and we'll get out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty here in the top of the 7th. The line of the pitch by Sewell. Grounded foul. Two once again. Swung through and missed. So no runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left at the end of 6.5. Greyhounds have 3 outs to go and need 4 runs. See if they can do it. This is Greyhound softball on Duckbait TV. So we're down to crunch time here as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Greyhounds trail by 4, 6-2. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Cassidy Crockett is 0 for 2 so far today. Struck out and flied out to center. Now down in the count 0-2. This at bat. Cassidy in the back of the top of the order for the Greyhounds. Grace Pingle on deck. 0-2 on the way. That one is low. One, 2 on the way. Oh, fouled at the plate. That one came inside. I don't think Crockett expected it to break quite that much. Got the bat to it. Fouled it off. And able to stay alive. One, 2 on the way. Low and outside. Two-two pitch now. Grounded back up the middle. Long got to it, but threw it a little bit long. And Crockett's going to make it to second base. Now with a runner at second base. Grace bats. And takes the first pitch strike. That one fouled off right side. So 0-2 now the count on Grace, who's 1 for 3 so far today. Oh, 2. Another foul ball. Oh, 2 delivery again. This one high. Good eye by Pingle, and it's now 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. Line drive to second. Oh. Get the double play there as Crockett didn't hold up enough. And can't get back. She kind of fell. I was glad to see her get up and run off the field as looked for a second like she may have hurt herself, but I think she's okay. Tough luck there for the Greyhounds as now there's nobody on and 2 outs. Two and 1 the count on the batter, Peyton Rivas. Now 2-2 as Peyton fouls that one off. Peyton so far 1 for 3 today. Hoping to keep this game alive. Greyhounds trail 6-2. And a 2-2 count now to the Greyhound second baseman. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. And that will close out game 1 here. As the Greyhounds fall 6-2, the final score here in the first one today. Kansas Community College, 6 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. They left 8 runners on base. Fort Scott, 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 6 runners on base. Alyssa Drogi gets the win. Natalia Sewell takes the loss. Drogi improves to 15-12 overall this season. Natalia falls to 18-7. Took an hour and 42 minutes. And the Greyhounds now need a win to get the split in Game 2 coming up in just a little bit. So we'll take a break and come back with Game 2 in just a little bit here from Ty Kohler Field. Thanks for joining us today here on Duckbait TV. We'll be back with Game 2 in just a little bit.